Welcome to this special message for Geminis. This is a timeless reading for sun, moon, rising, north or south nodes of the moon. All right, so 3 cards came out for you, Gemini. Your card, which has 2 hummingbirds, and you might be seeing hummingbirds. That is a sign of synchronicity for some of you. So hummingbirds could be your special little messengers for around this time when you are viewing this, or after you view this possibly. And then the 3rd house came out, which is also you, Geminis, because the 3rd house is your natural house, which is the house of communication, and it is the house of brothers and sisters. So you might be getting some communication, some of you, from a brother or a sister. And then the 11th house came out as well, and so you might have Aquarius in your chart. You don't have to. That's the natural house of Aquarius. And the 11th house has to do with friends, has to do with community, has to do with your dreams and wishes as well. Friendships, again, I got by looking at the hand. So some of you might be getting a communication from someone that you haven't heard from in a while. A friend, maybe a school friend or some other friend that maybe some of you had a falling out. But again, communication. And then I was also drawn to the 3rd house here you have, which is your natural house, again, Gemini, which is Gemini is the twins. And so you see 2 boys there, and then at the bottom you see 2 gentlemen. And then I was also drawn to your card with the 2 hummingbirds. So you might also be seeing 2s, could be significant for some of you. 22, 222, and you might want to, if that sounds right for you, to check out and see what those meanings are, because 22 is a master number. And I also wanted to say too, when I was the 11th house, 11, that's another master number. So that also you could be seeing 11s or 1111. And you might want to check that out and see what the meaning of that is, and see how that relates to if you're those of you that are seeing those numbers over and over again. Okay, so let's see. So it's something to do with communication. Geminis, again, I'm getting a brother or a sister, and it doesn't matter your age. And I just got 2 for some of you. It could have to do with your children. You could be getting communication from your children, or you could be the one communicating to your children. Okay, let's see what else. A phone call, possibly for some of you. A letter, an email. Okay, that came out. I don't normally do upside down. This one came out upside down, the Magician upside down. So let me turn this right side up, but I will remember that it's upside down. Okay, what I'm getting with it upside down, because normally the upright, the Magician, is you are creating something. You are creating some type of magic in your life. You are have those abilities, and you know you have those abilities, and you are using them properly. Well, upside down, what I first got was, you don't know, Gemini, how magical you are, how much of a creator, a manifester that you truly are in your soul, your true self, your potential, Wow. Okay, so let's get some more cards. Let me see if I can. I'm going to keep that upside down so that will remind me. Again, I don't normally do upside down, but that really blatantly came upside down. So yes, and maybe some of you are just opening up to that, who you truly are, as far as your creative abilities, your unique abilities to manifest what you want in your life. And some of you, I got too, maybe that's what the problem is. You are wanting to manifest a specific outcome or something for yourself, and with it upside down, it's not happening. You're not being able to do that. Okay, let's see what else comes out. Gemini, special message. And again, this is a timeless message, so whenever you are listening to this, this is the right time. Okay, let's see here. I'm also getting to the date that I am doing this is July 24, 2021. Again, this is a timeless reading, so it doesn't matter. But those of you who are listening to this around this time, today actually is the full moon in Aquarius, 1 degree. And so that could be very significant for those of you that are watching this right now around this time. And I just got to see the 11th house. That's the natural house of Aquarius. So you might want to check it and find out on your natal wheel what, if you have anything in Aquarius, if you have anything in hard aspect to this Aquarius full moon in your natal wheel, planets or your north or south nodes of the moon. And so that would be anything squaring, that would be Scorpio, if you have anything in Scorpio in your natal wheel, or Taurus. If you have anything in Taurus, that squares this full moon in Aquarius 1 degree, and then check the degree, and the closer it is to the 1 degree, you will be more affected. But you're going to be affected no matter what if you have either one of those squaring. And then also conjuncting, of course, is Aquarius, and then opposing would be anything in Leo. So I would definitely check that out. Geminis. Again, Gemini, sun, moon, rising, north or south nodes of the moon. Okay, so let's keep going here. All right. I also just got that you could have something in your 3rd house, significant, 3rd or your 11th house, whether it's in Gemini, whether it's in Aquarius, or whether it is one of those planets that are squaring this full moon in Aquarius 1 degree. And if you're viewing this later, then you check out the closest full moon to this time that you're viewing this reading right now, and do the same thing that I said just a moment ago. Okay, what else for Geminis for this special message having to do with communication coming in, or what are they're having trouble with? not. Okay, this is the Knight of Wands. Okay, okay. Those of you that are having trouble or not seeing any physical manifestation of what you're trying to bring into fruition for yourself because of this Magician here upside down, what I'm seeing with the Knight of Wands is that, and the Knight of Wands is facing the upside down Magician, so it's coming. It's coming. Information is coming. Again, wands have to do with a wish or a dream. Again, 11th house. So it could be a wish, a dream that you've been, again, something you've been trying to manifest. Those of you that are trying to do that and haven't seen any results yet, it's coming. So keep going. Keep going. And it's going to start you on a new path. And for others of you, communication could be, well, again, communication could be coming in, a message coming in. And it could come from a brother or a sister or a relative or a friend. Okay, so let's keep going. And some of you I was being drawn to the knight, his armor. Some of you have been very protective, very self-protective for whatever reason, And that could have something to do with what I'm getting, with what you're trying to manifest or what you are wanting, maybe a dream or a wish that you've been having for yourself, something that you've been trying to make happen. And it could have to do with you being too protective. Somehow I'm seeing that is stopping, is blocking whatever you are trying to manifest for yourself. So open. What I'm seeing is be open to receiving. And okay, let me get more information. Let me get some more information before I keep going here. Okay, I just got that some of you, Geminis, you are not going to see, with this Magician upside down, you're going to be surprised. There is something that is going to either shock you, surprise you, that is going to, some type of communication that is coming in. You don't see it coming. This is what I'm seeing right here with the Eight of Swords. You don't see this coming. And yeah, you don't see this coming, Gemini. And I'm not seeing that it's negative or positive or whatever, but whatever this message is, it's actually surprising to you. It's unbelievable to you. It's something that you had no idea, and it comes in. The wand, actually, wands are very fast moving energy. So this information, whatever it is, whoever it comes from, it's coming in very spontaneously and instantaneously, and it catches you off guard. Some of you, again, I'm looking at her, these Eight of Swords, and she doesn't she has bandage over her eyes, so she cannot see. She doesn't see this coming, and she's all bound up. This information could, at least at first, for some of you, have you tied up in knots, is what I'm getting. Or maybe you're tied up in knots now. You're bothered about something, and this. So I'm getting two different messages. First, this message could, at first, because it's a shock, it's a surprise, it's coming from out of nowhere, it seems, and fast. That it's going to tie you up. You're going to feel tied up. Where I got the feeling of tied up in knots is the word I've got, and in my stomach, tied up in knots. So this might be upsetting at first. You might not know how to react. It might, maybe too, okay, with this armor, Geminis, it might lead you at first, this information, to self-protect. And there's where they're tied up in knots. And so you go into self-protection mode. It might trigger you. That's what it might do. Okay, trigger you from something, whatever it is from the past, for some of you. And so something that wasn't taken care of. You couldn't take care of it back then, but now it's coming back around, so you have a chance to take care of it now. Okay, but, so it's going to, for some of you, tie you up in knots. And because it's bringing the past up, and around this full moon, for those that are watching this, anytime you're watching this, actually, whatever full moon it is, and then for others of you, the second thing I saw was that you don't see this coming again. It's a shock, it's a surprise. Those of you that it's blocked, you've been trying to manifest something. You've been waiting for something to come to fruition. You've been working hard. And I said earlier but those of you that kind of have your guard up, you're self-protective, but this information comes in and you don't see it coming. But what it does is it frees you then, because you're not seeing something, you're not, and you have this protection on. Okay, here we go. Here, got it fully. You don't, whatever this is that you're trying to manifest for yourself, and it's not happening, you don't, of course, this is fast moving information, but you're not understanding, you're not seeing why, or understanding. You can't see why or understand why you're not manifesting this, why it isn't coming to fruition. You're doing everything you thought to make it happen, and it's not happening. So you're not seeing something, and what you're not seeing is, for some of you, that this part pertains to, you have been self-protective and you didn't realize you have been guarding yourself at the same time. Yes, you're wanting this to happen, but because this is upside down, the reason why it's not happening is because you're also, part of you has self-protection. You're blocking yourself from actually having it fully come to fruition for yourself. So there's something. And so again, like I said earlier, you have your armor, you have your guard up, you have your wall up in some way against, but you don't realize it, against this incoming information, or this whatever you're wanting to bring to fruition. And maybe it is, maybe you're waiting for information for some of you, and that's why it hasn't been coming in. But what I'm getting a lot of information. So let me go. So that was a separate thing. If you're scared of the information or waiting for information to come in, for those of you that don't know that you have put your wall up, don't know you're self-protecting for whatever this is that you're trying to manifest for yourself. The information coming in will shed light on what you're self-protecting about, or why you're self-protecting, or something about this, so you will be able to see what you couldn't see before about why it hasn't come to fruition yet. Okay, let's see. Let me see what else comes out. Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon, rising, north or south nodes of the moon, and you will be able to move forward. You will, absolutely. Either way, whatever this information coming in. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes, it's going to allow you, Geminis, Queen of Cups, to become emotionally stable within yourself. Your emotions will become balanced. You will be able to be balanced once this information comes in, whatever this message is, whatever this phone call, whatever this from your brother, your sister, a relative, a friend. 11th house, Gemini, Sun, Moon, rising, north or south nodes of the moon. And for a few of you, Geminis, you might be the ones that are making that phone call to a brother, to a sister, a few of you. But what I'm getting, most of you, it's incoming. You will be receiving this. And it's going to, again, whatever you've been having, you haven't seen, whatever you're protecting or you've been protective about, and you can't seem to manifest, physically manifest into your life, whatever this is, this message coming in is going to balance you. So it's going to unblock you. It's going to balance your emotions so that you aren't self-protective anymore. You don't have to have that armor on. You're safe. And then that will be able to come forward and come into your life, whatever that is, whatever dream, whatever wish, whatever you have been working towards. Okay, let's see if we can get a little more information. Yes, so you will gain mastery over your emotions, or with your emotions again, so that you're stable. You are finally secure, emotionally secure and mature. This is going to mature some of you, whatever this incoming information is. Even if it at first, for those of you that this pertains to, ties you up in knots because it brings up something that you hadn't been able to take care of, emotionally take care of for yourself, which has been stopping you from moving forward with whatever that is, however you've been trying to move forward in your life. And you will be able to, because it's going to open that up. That's what it's coming for. That's what that trigger is for. That's what the trigger is for, so that you can finally take care of it. And astrologically wise, those of you who know astrology, who have your natal wheel, or who any of you who want your natal wheel done, that will show you specifically your north and south nodes of the moon. I'm an astrologer, new viewers, 25 years. I specialize in north and south nodes of the moon. And so I can personally tell you for sure, your north and south nodes of the moon is your personal work in this life, each one of our personal work. And until you bring it out into your conscious awareness, it will keep cycling. You will automatically be doing it. And that is an automatic block. That is an automatic block. And you will be triggered because those triggers are coming up. And they're familial too. They're passed down into our genetics, each one of us at birth. So if you have never, and you don't know your north and south nodes of the moon in your natal wheel, I highly recommend you get that done. And you read that, or actually I can read that for you too, because I have the only, or the best, not the only book, but the best book that I know of, Karmic Astrology, that specifically talks about north and south nodes of the moon. You have two parts, your zodiac sign and your house placement sign, and they are both equally significant in bringing those out and having them read to you, and in you reading them too. I can send you copies as well if you send me your email address and your zodiac sign and house placement sign of your north and south nodes of the moon. And you can also look back in my previous viewer requests and see if one of those are your north or south node of the moon. And listen to that. Listen to that. And if you have any comments or questions that you have for me, please leave a comment. Send me an email, and I would be happy to answer any questions. Do any of your another viewer request video of those that I have not done yet for any of you. And also, if you want me to make copies and email them to you so you can personally have copies, I will do that as well, free of charge. All of this is free of charge. I never ever ask any money. I work on donations only because this information is invaluable. And if you are wanting it, I am here to happily and joyfully give it to you, share it with you. So please ask me. Oops. Okay, let's get this. All right. And with that, we have the Princess of Pentacles. And I'm not doing upside down cards, but this one actually came upside down too. So since I did that one upside down, they don't usually come upside down. So for some reason it is. And so I'm going to honor that. And what I am seeing with that is you don't know how valuable you are. You don't know, Gemini, how special you are, how the gifts that you hold inside you, your soul gifts. And to me, it's saying you're wanting to know now, or it's time for you. If you are viewing this, it's time for you to know your gifts, your manifesting abilities. Again, with that Magician. That's beautiful. That is very beautiful. And for others of you that do know that, and you are manifesting, or you are desiring that to come to fruition into your physical environment, into physical form for you, you keep going. You keep going. Because it will. And this message, whatever it is, whatever you get, whenever you get this message, the message from telephone, from a family member, a sister or brother, around this time that you're viewing this message, it's very significant for you, and this is the game changer for you. And you will know it. You will know it. Because you are meant to be the Queen of Cups. Emotionally stable and compassionate and of service to others. Also, this information, you might be sharing it or be sharing it with others as well, for some of you. It has to do with bringing together. It has to do with being that compassionate, loving self that you are, open and being able to compassionately share this information. For some of you, you are to share this information with others. And it's going to be different for all of you because this is a general reading, but you will know that as well. You will know that as well. Again, 11th house, friends. 3rd house is brothers and sisters. So I got family. Okay, let's see what. Let's get some more details about this Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. I don't want to get too long here, Gemini. Going longer than I'm wanting to. Let's get one more card here. And we'll see. And we'll see what it clarifies. Let's just get one more card to clarify. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. That's what I'm taking is you, there, you, not that one, and you. This one, death. Okay, well, let me take this one too. All right. No more. Oops. That one. Okay, no. Okay. Looks a little messy, but no, it's not what it looks. I can definitely see. Okay, so yes, again, the World card came out under the Knight of Wands. So yes, this will assist you in moving forward, whatever this information is. As shocking as it might be at first, for some of you, it will assist you in moving forward and being able to get out of whatever rut you're in, whatever blockage you're having from your manifesting abilities, from being able to receive whatever you have been working on, complete whatever you've been working on, to move forward in whatever you have been doing your best to move forward with. You will be able to. Okay, and so then under the 8 of Swords, yeah, you're going to gain mastery over this. Absolutely. You have the King of Swords. You will. The King of Swords, to me, he cuts through. He is persistent. He is dedicated, and he is courageous in cutting through whatever he needs to cut through to get to the root truth. And so that is you. That is what you have, that energy here right now, to whatever you're not being able to see, whatever triggers you, if that is right. For those of you that you get that shocking information and it triggers you in a negative, it triggers some negative emotions for you, and brings up something from the past for you, you will cut through to the truth of whatever you are to cut to the truth about. And it has everything to do with yourself. The trigger has everything to do with you and something that you weren't able to take care of within yourself. And that's why it's coming back around. So it's a very, very good thing. And then, yes, the Death card. So yes, you will be able to, once and for all, Geminis, put something to rest, put something to death from the past that has been hanging on, a blockage, something, an emotion, whatever it is. You will be able to put that in its rightful place once and for all, and let it go and move forward. Again, whatever triggers you, okay. The trigger's coming back up because, again, you couldn't take care of it in the past. That's all right. Now you're ready to. And you have another opportunity to do so. And so what that trigger is all about is finding out, however it triggers you, whatever situation, emotion that it brings up, you find what you were to learn, what made you stronger, or how that made you stronger, made you wiser, enabled you in a positive way. Something positive was you can take from that emotional situation, that experience, whatever it was, however dramatically harsh or stabbing, wounding it was for you at the time. There was something for you to learn, and that's what you can take from it now. And that's how you put to death, and that's how you come out courageous, because this is what you are to do, and this is what you have the ability to do. The energies are working with you now so that you can do this. Okay. Yes. Queen of Cups, judgment. What I just said, it's coming to you now because you are being called. You are being called to go and you put whatever this stabbing memory, for those of you that trigger that comes back to you, you are being called now. You are having the opportunity to put that in its place once and for all, so that it isn't stopping you from being you anymore. Because it has everything to do with you, the people and the situations and the experiences that each one of us have. It's to help our own selves. And so you will see what you gained from that experience, Geminis. Because that's what you're being asked to do now, so that you can step forward and be your higher self, be the higher version or the highest version that you possibly can be, and be that Queen of Cups. Compassionate, stable, emotionally peaceful, and balanced within yourself. Grateful, happy, thankful. And then you can extend that to others. Okay, Geminis, that's beautiful. So that's beautiful. That's outstandingly awesome. And that's all I have for you now, Geminis. Okay, until next time. Hopefully that was helpful.